Hello everyone, and this is a little tutorial I want to make on how I make my animations. And I'm currently making my animations on Ibispaintx, which now has an animation feature. If you guys didn't know, and I guess it's because they implemented this feature I think in late 2025, and it's a very cool feature, honestly. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to make animations on Flipkip as well too. Yeah, because I used to do animations on Clip, and I currently still have Clip on this tablet here too. Yeah, and IBIS Paint is currently available for free on every tablet you can think of, even your phone too. So if you want to get like if you want to get like a tablet for yourself in order to make your own animations and stuff, through IBIS Paint, you can get like a tablet like this one, like a Samsung Galaxy tablet, or if you want something more powerful, you get like an iPad instead. iPads are technically more powerful, but Samsung Galaxy tablets have more battery life to them, so they last longer. Yeah, especially if you wanna make animations and stuff. I guess you use an iPad if you want to make animations like as fast as possible. But if you're a type of artist who wants to take their time with the animations, you get like a tablet, something like this one. Yeah. So you go on my gallery, and these are my drawings. I do all my drawings and comics and animations on here too. I basically just use this app for everything, basically. Yeah, it's very cool. So if you want to make like an animation, you click on the plus button on top of here. This plus button here, and yeah, every feature you can think of for stuff that you want to do. They have stuff for illustrations, paintings, and animation and stuff. So since this is a tutorial on animation, you might click on the animation one. So this is the animation features here. This is a 640 to 640 animation. For, let's say you want to make YouTube shorts and stuff, you do that one because it's a smaller canvas. Or if you want to make normal YouTube videos, you go on the 640 to 480, which is a bigger canvas. Or if you want to make like a huge feature film on your tablet. I don't know why you want to do that, but let's say you want to anyway, and your tablet's that strong, that powerful. You make like a feature film at X 1280 to 720. That's for like movies and stuff. Yeah. And there's the custom feature that you can customize your length in way you want to. This 1000 to 1000 is usually the default one. And yeah. And you click on one of them for a new animation that way and stuff. But since I'm going to show you guys the feature of the 640 to 480 one, because that's the main YouTube one. So I'm going to show you guys the animation that I have here, right here, the spaceship one, how to make the animations, the animation parts. Here's the old animation I did, the spaceship fun cartoon, and I'm going to show you guys how I make this. Let's say if you want to draw, you can draw a frame like this one with the features like this. You can just draw like that. Yeah, make drawings that way. And you can do it with an eraser pen like this. And erase the drawings that way. Yeah, I can just draw like a spaceship. Like a spaceship attacking him, attacking the other spaceship. Yeah, it's another spaceship and this spaceship. Yeah, I guess this is more like a flying car, honestly. So let's erase that. That's how you draw the frame. That's how you draw on Ibis Paint and stuff. At least on the animation stuff. And this is the canvas here. You can zoom in, zoom out. Use your two fingers like this. You can zoom in, and then you use your fingers to together like this. You zoom out that way. And if you want to learn how to duplicate frames that way, you're able to press this feature right here. You press the duplicate the frame, and it will duplicate it for you. Yeah. See right here? You'll duplicate your frames that way. So let's delete it. And duplicate the frames that way. If you want to add a new frame like this right here, you press the plus button right here to add a new frame. It's plus button right here to add a new frame, basically. And the cool thing about IBIS Paint is that compared to, let's say, football clips, that they show you the first and last frames paint skin for them. It shows an onion skin for the first and last frame. See right here? You see the spaceship move to the. You see all the spaceship move to the left right here. It shows you the onion skin for both the shows you the onion skin for both the next frame and the last frame. So the onion skin for the last frame is for on red, and the onion skin for the new frame, no new frame. Wait, yeah, the new frame is the green one. Yeah, yeah. So you see right here, then you press like that, and you can see the animation playing as you zoom in like this. Yeah. So there's two onion skins, one for the last frame, one for the first frame. It's a pretty cool feature. I don't think this is on for the clip. I think this feature is on for the clip, honestly. So yeah, Ibispaintx definitely ahead of its time compared to a football clip now. Yeah. It's right here, the first frame, the last frame. Yeah. If you want to play the animations specifically like that, let's see, delete this one right here. You play this button right here. This is the play button that plays your animations for you. See right here, the animation plays by itself. Very cool feature. Yeah. I guess Football has that feature too, but he's not as prominent as you can see here on Ibispaintx and stuff. Yeah. There's also different layers you can also add to your animations as well. Different layers. I usually just use one layer for most of my drawings and animations, but if you want to let's say you want to add color, you add a new layer right here through this plus button right here. You add a new layer. And the thing you want to do is put the color layer underneath your sketch layer so the drawing so the colors might blend better. So let's say I want to put the spaceship blue, like say light blue. I can color it on this layer. Color on a separate layer, like this. Yeah, and the main reason why you will want to add the color to a different layer is because the animations blend better. So if I want, we move the layer, let's say on top of the sketch layer, the colors will be like color faded like this one. And you don't want that in your animation, so you might want to put the color layer on the bottom layer for your at least the bottom of the sketch layer. Yeah. So let's go back. Yeah, I guess it depends what kind of artist you are. You might want to use different layers and stuff. Yeah, and you can delete layers like this. The trash tool with the garbage tool right here. That's how you empty out your drawings that way. Yeah, I can play animations that way. If you want to increase the length of your animations, the way that it plays is that see the duration. You can increase the duration of your animation. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Because on let's say you older app like FlippleClip or even like Macromedia Flash, you have to copy and paste every single frame, which is giving you kind of a pain. But on here, you can just increase the duration of the frame, and it'll actually play longer. So I wanted to let's say you go to this frame right here. Let's see, like the turning frame. You can increase the duration, and the frame will play longer, like this. Let's go back in the shape like this, and the animation will play longer. Yeah, it's a pretty cool feature, honestly. It definitely beats copying and pasting each individual frame, because that's a pain, honestly. So you can increase the duration. But also, it depends on how many seconds you put. So let's say you have like a 5 second animation, might be shorter than let's say a 10 second animation duration. Yeah, it makes it easier for let's say if you don't have voice actors like what I do, and I want to add text to my animations so people can read them. You can increase the duration of that frame itself and have the animation play longer, so you don't have people can able to read the text of your animations, especially when you don't have voice actors. Yeah, so when your animations are text based, it's easier for that way. Because let's say you want to do text-based animations on Flipbook, you have to go to the frames viewer and then painstakingly copy and paste every individual frame so the animation plays long enough for people can read it. Yeah. So technically, Ibispaintx made it easier to make karate bus episodes. That's why I'm making more karate bus episodes lately because it made it easier. And ever since I made animations on Ibispaintx, it's been way easier to make animations that way. At least longer ones. Yeah. Anyway, short as well. Yep. And let's see. Let's see this frames. Oh yeah, there's animation settings, frame settings, and duplicate frames as well. Here's the animation settings. We can just change it. I mean, I guess you can do this in the overground of your before you start making animations. But you also add stuff like number of onion skins. You can add more onion skins. Force the opacity, how the onion skins work, the display works. You can add you can even customize the colors that you want for your onion skins, which is also very cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Because I'm already cool with green and red already, but you can still customize it anyway. This is also very cool. There's frame settings. I guess frame settings is not really that different, so I guess it just shows you the frame settings and stuff. Yeah. Here's the. Yeah. I guess you don't have to do that and stuff. I guess I'll just reset it. Yeah, I guess you can't reset it. Well, yeah, so that's how you do it. Here's the text tool that you're able to add to your animations. Because with a text tool, it has to be a separate layer to add your text in. Yeah, if you want to add text, you can add text like this. It has to be you add any text you want with your keyboard. Let's say and it has to be a different layer from your other text and stuff, or your sketch and stuff. So let's like that. Yeah. Here's the text layer, and here's your drawing layer. Yep. Another useful tool that you can possibly use on Ibispaintx, especially when you're making animations, or if your character has a specific color, do you want to keep animating the character in? Here's an eye jumper tool, which I use all the time. Because let's say you want to, let's say you color a frame like this. So it's okay. Let's say you want to color a frame like this. You use the highlighter. You want to add the same color to the last frame. You use the highlighter tool like this, and it'll copy the color for you. And you can go to the next layer and then add the same color. I guess this is more useful for stuff like comics and stuff. Yeah, it's more useful for comics than for animations in general. Yeah. So that's been how I make my animations on Ibispaintx. I guess people wouldn't mind Ibispaintx with all the ads on there. I mean, if you don't mind ads in your face, I guess you can use Ibispaintx. I mean, it's a free app, so it's way better than most animation apps and art apps out there. This is how the fast the app operates and stuff. Yeah. So that's been how I make my animations on Ibispaintx. Maybe I'll do one on Flipbook as well, because I already made details on Flipbook too. So I probably will still do it anyway. It'll be pretty fun. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it.